Yukikaze's mother just awakened as a full demon, but here's the kicker. She had to erase her love for her own daughter. If Shiranui truly forgot Yukikaze, then the girl's biggest ally just became a potential enemy without her even knowing. And in this video, we're digging into the moments where Yukikaze almost found out, and why no one dared to tell her. Welcome back to the channel, where we dissect game lore like we're gossiping over coffee. Hit like and subscribe if you're ready. So we're in the year 2085, future Japan, but not the shiny kind, more like demons and ninjas everywhere. Yukikaze is this lightning-wielding teenager, part of some shadow war that normal people don't even notice. She's not the brooding type, more like a sarcastic kid who happens to zap monsters for a living. But her mom, Shiranui, yeah, that name should ring a bell if you know this series. Shiranui was always this half-demon, trying to hold onto her humanity through love for her daughter. Then 2086 hits, and bam, she decides to go full demon mode. The catch? She had to let go of the bonds of love, meaning Yukikaze. Now here's where the data gets annoyingly vague. Did she lose her memory or just her love? Honestly, the game doesn't clarify, and that ambiguity is more terrifying than a straight answer. Yukikaze? She has no clue any of this is happening. Kotaro and Asagi know, but they're both unsure when to tell her or what the fallout will be. Imagine keeping that secret while training with someone who thinks her mom is just gone. Meanwhile, back in 2085, Yukikaze's already dealing with weird stuff, like a kid commanding something called greedy darkness. Turns out that kid was probably Edwin Black from a previous world. Yeah, timey-wimey mess. She even goes to a gaming show with Igawa, Sakura, and Dolores, because why not mix killing with entertainment? There's this American fan named Kaylee Myers, who also uses lightning. They team up to fight some assassin called Lightning. Christmas that year, Clear Roble invites Kaylee and Asuka to a private party with Yukikaze. Asuka and Kaylee become friends after that, which matters later, trust me. But let's jump to 2087. Yukikaze becomes one of Dakini's champions alongside Hebiko and Asagi. They fight against Juno and Kotaro's team in some friendly contest with a prize. She ends up fighting Kotaro, Koro, and Kirara, but loses thanks to trickery and Shisui's help. Then Kirara and Kotaro pull a fake marriage stunt just to mess with everyone. Yukikaze and Hebiko, visibly the angriest, like steam out of ears level. That's the thing about Yukikaze. She's not good at hiding her feelings, especially about Kotaro. There's a secret exchange between her and someone that leaves her frustrated, probably about admitting she likes him. Because of course, the Lightning Ninja has romance drama on top of mommy issues. She starts training with Sanada Saki to master a dual-blade lightning technique. Akiyama Rinko also trains her, but she's still limited. Can't fully control it yet. Then June 2087, she's part of an air assault against a giant typhoon monster called Anzu. They can't see the target from a safe distance, so Makishima Ayame uses her ninja art to spot it. Shinganji Kurenai guides the attack with wind magic, and Yukikaze unleashes a lightning strike strong enough to drop Anzu's shields. That lets Asuka and Lina finish the thing off. Teamwork, baby. But here's the part that Yukikaze doesn't know, and it's heartbreaking. The storm had to be slowed down for Ayame by someone hovering silently in the distance. Yeah, Mizuki Shiranui, her mom, helped from the shadows with Lilim beside her. Yukikaze hasn't met her mother or even knows she's still alive. Can you imagine your mom saving your mission but staying invisible because she might not love you anymore? Or worse, maybe she does remember but chooses to stay away. Anyway, her training in the Ito style finally pays off. She beats Shishimura Koro in a mock battle for the first time. 1-point victory using her suppressed double lightning blade style, not even going all out. Rinko picks Yukikaze and Koro for a mission given by Shinganji Jenan. The goal? Meet Mirabelle Bell at UFS's Fort Clark, then find Shinganji Sakyo in Allenton. They need to learn a technique and the truth about Shinganji Kaida's death to save Kichi Azusa. First, they enter a holographic training room and fight Mirabelle's entire small army plus exoskeletons. Yukikaze uses new techniques, and somehow they win, against all odds. Afterward, some soldiers notice she looks like a Japanese idol. She hates that comparison, obviously. Then a long trip to Allenton, where they arrive at a Zero Nations group base, which is actually a nomad front. Makishima Niemon leads them in, and weirdly, they're treated like VIP guests. Thanks to Koro's ability, they get to view Sakyo's memories. He's the CEO, by the way. At first, they're skeptical because Nomad is basically the enemy. But as they watch the founding of Nomad and how Edwin Black befriended Sakyo, they start to understand. And then comes the dark twist. Edwin Black secretly dated Shinganji Kaide in this timeline. Kaide was pregnant with Black's second child after Kurenai, a daughter named Felicia. Then, two Teites killed Kaide. Her life ended while she was carrying Felicia. The body of Kaide with Felicia was taken, and they see Kaide's techniques in the memory. Wait, I need to rephrase that. The data says the body of Kaide with Felicia was taken, so yeah, grim stuff. The group returns to the present after seeing all that, probably needing a drink. Now back to Yukikaze's personal hell. Christmas 2087, she throws a party. She invites Hebiko, Nao, Kotaro, Mari, Rinko, plus the Crow Child and Clear Robel regulars. But Kotaro and Hebiko are taking too long to show up, so she calls Fuma. Turns out, Fuma was running away from a demonic beast named Donner. Miriam tells them that Lilim stole one of her grimoires and accidentally unleashed the monster. The whole group rushes to Fuma's aid, reseals Donner, and somehow still makes it back for the Christmas Eve party. That's Yukikaze for you. Fighting monsters and hosting parties in the same evening. But the elephant in the room is still her mother, hovering silently in the sky during that Anzu fight. Has Shiranui really forgotten her daughter, or is she just watching from a distance? Kotaro and Asagi still haven't told her, and honestly, would you? If you told Yukikaze, hey, your demon mom helped us but she might not love you anymore, how would she react? She'd probably zap you first and ask questions later. The game never gives us a clean answer, and that's what makes it so annoyingly real. Sometimes people just disappear from your life without explanation, even parents. Yukikaze keeps training, keeps fighting, keeps pretending everything's fine. But every time lightning strikes, I wonder if she feels that missing piece. The story of Yukikaze isn't about saving the world, it's about being saved from the truth. And the worst part? She might never know her mother sacrificed love just to become stronger. That's not heroism, that's tragedy wearing a ninja costume. 2 years of near misses, secret help, and unspoken words, all because a demon chose power over parenthood. But hey, at least she has friends who throw Christmas parties after sealing demonic beasts. So what's left for Yukikaze? A lonely path with lightning in her hands and a ghost for a mother. That's the legacy of the Shiranui bloodline. Power always comes at the price of love. Her mother became a demon to protect her, but ended up unable to hold her. And that, honestly, is more brutal than any monster she's ever fought. If you ask me, the real villain here isn't some demon lord. It's the universe that makes moms forget their kids. Honestly, I don't know which hurts more, losing my memory or losing my love. Maybe Yukikaze is better off not knowing because knowledge is sometimes heavier than ignorance. Or maybe one day they'll meet again, and we'll all cry together. See you in the next video, and trust me, Taimanin stories never have happy endings. If you don't want to miss out on more crazy stories like this, subscribe now.